And then you can catch me on Fluent Radio, Philly Jams 95.3, Indie 101.5, and Mixed Talk Media. And I'm available anywhere that you listen to podcasts, okay, and your radio shows. So get on it, okay? Let's do this. I love to connect with you and promote what you got going on. Let's get it. If you or someone you know would like to be a guest on the Blueprint Live, visit thebpmediacode.com today. Hey, y'all. Welcome back to another week of the Blueprint Live with your girl, MzMetchi. Brought to you by Philly 101.5 and Indie 95.3 and Fluent Radio. Shout out to our partners, Be Your Own Kind and MzWTT, honey. And thank you to our amazing sponsors, Tax Strategy, Black Dollar Days, Fiya Infusions, and last but not least, Lavish Looks by MzMetchi. Okay, tune in every Thursday at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time and at 9 p.m. Eastern Time in Philly. All right, y'all, it's showtime. Let's get it.
What it do? Your favorite cousin Young Jock checking in, and right now you're tuned into the Blueprint Live with my favorite MzMetchi. All right, hey man, you know what it is. Keep doing what you're doing and keep it right here. Chill.
Yo, what's happening in? What's happening in? Oh, it's your $2 Fabo, Bankhead Fabo. Oh, hey, man, check this out. I want y'all to tune in right now to the Blueprint Live with MzMetchi. And I want you to tune in every Thursday at 6:30 Central Time. Ah! Oh, Fabo!
Y'all gonna keep playing games. Hey, y'all. You like it, though.
I'm just on a vibe real quick. Grab your drink. Happy Thursday.
Gotta look in your eye. I don't really gotta say that. Gucci, body, drop
Y'all come on in.
Girl, you know I really gotta say.
I have so much to catch y'all up on. So much.
Baby, shake some. You probably find you somebody who understands. Say yo.
Shout out to my friend Conley. Okay, that was Shake Something. Y'all know, I mean, look, I don't know about you. You know, I don't go out too often, but when I go, I'm like, I gotta shake something real quick. Okay. Welcome back to another week of the Blueprint Live. It's your girl, MzMetchi. I want to thank everyone that is tuning in with me on my Facebook Live feed as well as on YouTube. Okay. So you all can always catch the Blueprint Live every week. Okay. On Facebook and YouTube. And then on Sundays, you can catch us with our radio partners. Okay. Shout out to Fluent Radio, Philly Jams 95.3, Indie 101.5, and of course, Mixed Talk Media. Okay. All of my listeners that are tuning in from Chicago, Jersey, Philly, and Houston. Love y'all. Mad love from MzMetchi. I'm sending y'all all the warm weather, the good vibes. Okay. I'm sending it all your way. I love y'all. Okay. Shout out to my amazing sponsors, Black Dollar Days, Paris Ice Bar, and Fiya Infusions. Okay. If you are following along on Facebook and YouTube after tonight's broadcast, everything will be hyperlinked, all of my partners and affiliates. So please make sure that you all get in tune with them. Be sure to follow MzWTT, honey. And of course, my good sis, Be Your Own Kind. Okay. Make sure that you all are a part of the Be Your Own Kind community. Get in tune with my people. Okay. Now, speaking of Be Your Own Kind, tonight's topic of the night is actually going to be sponsored by Be Your Own Kind. And tonight we're going to be talking about what makes someone a boss. Okay. What makes them a boss? I want to know. Okay. Let me get in these comments. What y'all doing? Hi, Avita. How are you, sweetie? I love it. Thank you so much for tuning in with me. You all make sure you get with my good sis. She is also a fellow media personality. She has her own show. She's got an amazing platform. So you all make sure that you get in tune with her. Okay. If you are an artist, if you're someone that's looking for exposure for your brand, make sure that you go. Like, look, it's not just, we're not the only platforms out here. Make sure that you go and you are getting the word out about what you're doing. Okay. Because Miss Avita, she is the boss. Okay. Make sure y'all get in tune. If you are interested in advertising with me, okay, like, look, you want to get the word out about what you got going on, right? You need some help. You're promoting an event. You want to get it out there, okay? If you want to advertise, I have ad slots available, okay? It's available for you. Remember, I'm here to promote you. It's not about me. It's about you, baby, okay? It's about you. What y'all talking about over here? Hey, of course, girl, I got to shout you out. Thank you for your support. Hey, Mandy. Congratulations, sis. Look, Mandy is that's like our little sister too, and like she my little sister as well. I know you got her little sisters, but you got one more. I love you, sis. Thank you so much for tuning in with me tonight. So yes, make sure that you reach out to the blueprintmediacompany.com or the bpmediaco.com or MzMetchi.com for more information. Okay, told y'all about the topic, and now, whew, okay, let's go ahead. We're gonna hop into tonight's Hate It and Love It, and y'all gonna be surprised. This week is actually good. It's not, I promise you, it's not too bad this week. All right, y'all. It's time for Hate It and Love It. Let's get into it. Okay, look. So I got some real exciting news this week. Oh my goodness. Like I feel like, where do I start? Where do I start? What's up, Erica? Thank you so much for tuning in. Hey, girl. Y'all make sure y'all get with her, okay? She is a hell of a mixologist. Make sure that you all are following my girl, Erica, okay? She's doing big things. Thank you for tuning in and supporting tonight. All right. I think I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to kick it off with a love it this week. Last week, you all know I opened the show. Of course, I told you all about my faves, okay? Because it's no secret. It's no secret that one of my favorite groups, they just so happen to be my friends. Okay, shout out to Chai's Up, that they're having a concert on April 3rd. So crazy thing. The very next day, they're like, hey, you want to host? I'm like, hell yeah, I'm gonna do it. So if you all are following me, I just recently shared the flyer and shared the information of how you can get your tickets. You all make sure that you come and support. I tell you all the time that I have a strong proponent to support our independent artists, especially these are my friends. So I'm so excited to be hosting April 3rd. We are going to be at the Promontory, okay, right in Hyde Park in Chicago. So make sure that you all go to loudpack.eventbrite.com, okay? Purchase your tickets. The early birds are on special right now. It's going down April 3rd. Please, this is what I don't want you all to do, okay? Because I hate when it happens. Everyone's always like, Metchi, you don't never tell us where you at. And then y'all see, you see the videos, you see the reels, and you're trying to figure out, okay, where did they go? How are they having a good time? Where are they at? Okay, I'm sharing with you all right now, and I will share it every week that I am on this month to let you all know, get in tune, do not miss out, okay? And I plan on the show is on a Wednesday. I plan on that Thursday. I'm not broadcasting that week. Because I'm finna kick it. Let me be clear, okay? When when you go to a concert and you know all the songs, down to like the bridges, the chorus, the everything, okay? This is I know their music like that. So I'm super excited to be able to host this amazing event. I've definitely shared footage from the last concert. So if you missed out, don't let this be your opportunity where you missed out this year. Okay. Get in tune. It's the Loud Pack show. Okay. Shout out to the whole Circle Click. Shout out to everyone that is involved with the event. We at the Promontory, y'all. It's litty. Okay. Mandy said, thank you, love. I can hang out with my sisters now. Yes, ma'am. Come on outside. Okay. That is where you'll find us. Avita said, I think a boss is disciplined, knowledgeable. I think if you're SP, okay, hold on, wait, girl, wait, you jumping too early now, Ovita. Okay, no, I'm gonna read your comments. I'm gonna hold on to that and read it during our topic of the night tonight, because I you got a lot to say, and I want the people need to hear it. Okay, hey girl, how you doing? Thank you for tuning in. Ew. Okay. Moving along. So I know that everyone, we all had a reset last week with daylight savings time. And I know y'all that it was rough. Did anyone have a rough time this week? Raise your hand in the comments. Can I get a clap? Can I get a something? A sun? Put something in the comments to let me know if you had a rough time this week. I know for sure that I did. Okay. Sleep pattern was all off. Now, this particular hate it and love it, because it's a hate it and love it, right? I love the fact that the sun is out a little bit longer. We had some tumultuous storms that were passing through last night, actually, but things are, of course, the sun came out today. You know, you got to get through the storms in order to get to the sunshine, I suppose. But I've just been having a hard time all week. So my love it is that the sun gets to stay out. My hated it is definitely the body adjustment that has to happen. Like my body hasn't caught up with the fact that I lost the whole hour. Okay, I almost be needing about 2 to 3 more hours during the day on a normal basis. Okay, especially during the wintertime. And I don't know about you all. I know y'all don't like it being dark like that, but see, I don't mind it. I'm a night owl. I'm a nighttime girl. Yeah. But I do enjoy the sun being out. So I'm going to go ahead and say that's a double one. That's a love it and a hate it. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Look like you had a hard time too. What you Tracy? Girl, raise your hand. It was rough this week. It was rough. So we've been talking about for the last few weeks just different themes of things that have come up. And I would say that my love it this week, or a lesson that I was able to pull out of just things that have been happening over the last several weeks, is that when you allow the like when there are doors that are closed in your life, right? Like they're closed, whether it's voluntarily, involuntarily, whatever, that those doors closing can literally catapult you, and it can take you to a whole different space. It can open up different opportunities for you. And I certainly have had some doors closed. Like I've told you all about some different opportunities that I was going for, that those things didn't work out. And I kid you not, that for every closed door that there was a new one that was open. So I'm taking away that has to be, it's absolutely the love it for this week. And I mean, when I tell you that some of those doors, when they closed, it was almost instant that things quickly turned around, and it was just like what seemed like it was kind of traveling through murky waters, it became very clear very quickly. So I am thankful for that. That is totally, 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 totally my love it this week. I mean, you know what, being in a good space, oh my goodness, being in a good space, having full clarity, openness, and understanding, it is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. Oh my goodness. It's like, you know how you just can't stop smiling because you're like, damn, I'm so happy for this. Okay, I'm happy. It's Things have just been off the chain, just different opportunities coming in, just different relationships and bonds forming, like all of these beautiful things. It's amazing, y'all. I can't even describe it. Avita said, I'm a night person as well, but I love the sunlight. Yes, like as long as the sun is out, everything is good. I can't wait to start having lunch on Pioneer Court and being outside and just, with my little Chick-fil-A nuggets, my fruit, because I'm a fruit girl in the summertime. I'm like, fruit me down, baby. I love the sunlight. We outside, okay? Kim said, preach. Hey, best friend, how you doing? Mandy said, I love that it was getting dark earlier. I'm a night owl. I hate the sun is out more. Oh, girl, not you hate the sun. We don't hate the sun. Kim said, come through light lip. Yes, this is a Juvia's place. This is from their nude collection. Oh, let me tell y'all, my love it. This is an extra love it. Kim, thank you, girl. Thank you. But I love it this week for sure. It's nothing like, you all can't see it back here. You probably see my chair, but if you're tuning in on Facebook, I have, of course, my glam area. And baby, let me tell you, sitting half butt booty naked. Okay, I'm talking about you just got on your little undies, your little robe. You just real cute, and you're doing your makeup. Okay, beating that face, listening to your favorite tunes. Like I put on an Usher playlist today from on Spotify. And baby, I just sat there and was just beating my face, and I'm just, then it started getting real city girlish. So I'm like, I'm got my blush, act up, you could get smacked up. Act up, you could get smacked up, like a vibe. Do you understand what I'm saying? Getting yourself together and getting glammed up is a vibe. That's the love it. That is the love it. So yes, thank you, sis. Erica said rejection is protecting. Oh my gosh. You know, when those things happen, or you feel like rejected from something, opportunities, people, places, things, whatever, it can it can have its effect on you. But the thing about it is, we talked about it even last week, the week before that, you have to allow those things to flow and flow away from you. Heavy on the away. Like, bye. You gotta go. Okay. So accept it when it comes, right? But it could be protecting you from something. It could be preparing you for something else. So every door that's closed is not it's not a bad thing. It's not a hindrance. It's not any of that. Okay. You can do whatever you want to do. You can turn it around and make it where it's favor for you. So absolutely, girl, that is on point. Okay, on point. Auntie Tracy says, say that when God closes one door, he opens up others. My gosh. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. I mean, I think about it. You know, I had told you all that I was going for an opportunity where I could go and get like this certification, and I was going up, you know, against another group of people within commercial real estate. Y'all, I'm really trying to just build my empire. I tell you all the time, I am definitely a firm believer that you have to have multiple streams of income. I go to work, I work my 9 to 5, I work my business, I have clients, I have, you know, influence, and I'm trying to get as much as I can. Okay. And I did not end up getting the full scholarship, but I ended up getting a partial one. I will be recognized next month. Yay. I'm excited about that. I'm excited about it at the diversity dinner for BOMA. So, you know, I'm super excited about that. But I kid you not, as soon as I got that particular rejection email, there were about 2 to 3 other different opportunities that popped up as far as with the media stuff. And I have to be honest with you all. I get down just like the next person, right? I keep going, but it doesn't mean that I don't feel discouraged sometimes. I don't feel like that things are a little bit of a waste of my time. You know, you certainly can feel those things. But I took it. I love what Erica said about the rejection, you know, is protecting. I think about how much time I would have had to put in for that particular opportunity that would have veered me away from the media that I'm doing. And right now, like it's lit. It's lit up here. Okay. Like it really is. So at that moment, I had to recognize, I'm like, hey, you know what? That particular door closed, but there's so many other ones that are opening, and there's no ceiling. I don't have a ceiling. I can't even say sky's the limit. Whatever is beyond that, that's where we're trying to take it. Okay. It's lit. So when one door closes, you better believe there's some other ones that it's literally just waiting for you to stand there. The doors will open on their own. Okay. The keys will be there. Somebody will leave the key in the door for you if it's meant for you. Okay. Do you hear me? Period. Let me get into the comments. What y'all talking about over here? She said that you do it so well. Yes, girl. I mean, I be trying to do a little something, and I'm self-taught too. Let me say, I am not a professional makeup artist. I do it professionally for me. Okay, but I love it. I love it. It's absolutely amazing. Yes, I love it. Oh, Kim said heavy on the prepare me for something. Baby, something is coming your way. You have to know that for every ending there is a beginning. Do you understand? And it could look different, and it could be completely unrelated, but it means that it's something new for you. Okay. Erica said, congratulations, Black Girl Power. What's up, MH? She said, let's go. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Auntie Tracy, won't he do it? Okay, look, we walking through new doors. Do you hear me? Yes. Kim said, open all 2024. Yes, it's not gonna stop. Y'all felt like, because I don't know about y'all, last year, although it had its ups and downs, it was a little bit crazy, but last year was a winning year too. This year, we just gonna keep winning. Okay, we just gonna keep winning. That's what we got to do. Okay, we gonna keep winning. I gotta pay some bills real quick. I know it's the rough part, but when I come back, we're gonna hop into tonight's What Would You Do? This girl is honestly dating a goofy on this particular What Would You Do? Yes, I'm gonna fully talk about them. She's dating a clown, and this is the thing. I need y'all to understand that when I read y'all this What Would You Do, even if it was in the reverse, whoever is in the position for the food stuff that's going on for this What Would You Do is a clown. Okay, I just want to start it off there. We'll be right back after these messages.
The Black Dollar Days initiative has officially kicked off. Make sure that you join founder Faye Porter in her mission in uplifting the Black community. You can join by registering your business or just replying that you're in and you're ready to be in on this initiative. Okay, visit theblackdollardays.com and Do what you need to do to be a part of this. Be a part of the change that you want to see. Make sure that you follow them on all social media and let them know that the Blueprint Media Company sent you.
One in 3 adults has prediabetes. 1 in 3. That means it could be you, your football buddy, your football buddy, or you, your best man, your worst man, you, your dog walker, your cat jogger. While 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, with early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org. That's doihaveprediabetes.org.
Wait, did they just say 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes? That's 33.33333% of adults. That means it could be me, my boss, or my boss's boss, or me, my favorite sister, or my other sister. That's 7 members of my 21-person romantic book club. Wait, the 1 in 3 could be me, my karaoke partner Carol, or my karaoke enemy Jeff. I'm gonna take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
Let's get into today's What Would You Do? Where we're talking about real situations with real people and offering real solutions.
Welcome back to the Blueprint Live, y'all. Okay, if you haven't already, make sure that you're following the Blueprint Media Company on all platforms at the BP Media Co. and be sure that you're following me, okay? Tonight's What Would You Do? I told you all that there was a little bit of clownery. Let me get in these comments. What are you all speaking about? I need to know. Yes. Okay. Look, we was declaring a word. Erica said, I'm ready for it. Let's do it. Y'all, I can't cuss, but Evan, let's do it. Let's do it, y'all. Let's do it. So tonight's What Would You Do? This young lady, she has a little bit of a dilemma. And ladies, when y'all hear it, y'all are going to be like, MzMetchi, girl, what? What? Okay. My husband keeps threatening to leave me over dumb-ish. I got suspended from work with pay on Friday, and it ended today. I had 5 witnesses that ended in an investigation in my favor. I will always stand on business at my job, and people will not talk out their neck or disrespect me. And he wouldn't have let it happen either. Long story short, I've been on the couch because he doesn't trust or believe in me. Yes, I got suspended from work. Yes, I handle business. He told me if I got fired that he was going to leave me. Each time we approach controversial situations, he threatens to leave. I want to actually leave him. What would you do? Y'all, it'd be stressing me out. It's stressing me out. So this, what would you do? I mean, okay, I feel like this is layered, and I want to break it down a little bit. Now, although this young lady didn't go too far into detail, I'm assuming maybe she's potentially a little bit flip at the mouth. I don't know. That could be the only reason why it's just like, if you get fired, da, 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 da. And we don't know if she's gotten fired in the past for insubordination, which is definitely something that they'll let you go for. If you are a cancer to your team, you're being just a complete butthole, you talk to them crazy, whatever. She did mention that he wouldn't have let whatever the situation was happen either. So I guess let's go with that. I mean, this is the thing. I feel that in any type of relationship dynamic, your first instinct can't always be to just boop, gotta go, about to leave. That's not, I don't think that that's healthy for any dynamic. So the fact that every time something comes up within their situation, that's what he is, that's his first mind, is that, what, run. Sis, you have an avoidant partner. Look it up, okay? You have an avoidant partner. He don't want to deal with you or see that. He's not trying to deal with that. So she's saying, what would we do? Now, for me, I can't say that leaving would be my first instinct. But I'm a firm believer that you just have to set some ground rules of, hey, look, when we get into a tough spot and our back is against the wall, you can't keep saying these things to me, because I'll tell you what. I'm very much so the person where it's just like not so much as that I'm gonna call your bluff, but I can't. I can only fight so much, and if your mind, if your heart, your body, and soul is telling you like, I'm not about to do this, then at a certain point you have to know when to wave your white flag and just let somebody go, because you can only, a person can only take so many times of I'm out of here, where it's just like this, okay, go, just leave then. It's like, I mean, if you're gonna keep, if that's the thing that you're dangling over the situation, just go. uh if you don't want to be here, then you don't want to be here. You only gonna get so many opportunities to say that before it's just like this, stand on it 100%. So yeah, it shouldn't even be a race of who's gonna leave first. It's just like, okay, I don't know, call his bluff, sis. I mean, I don't know, what do you all think? What do you all think? David, shout out to Cedar Hill, Texas. Bow, bow. What's up, David? She said, we'll see you. Who makes the most? LOL. I mean, you know what? I can't even say if that's like a factor either, because times is hard out here. Times is hard. Okay. So I won't collude that in there. Bobby, he said, my favorite part of Thursday. Good evening. What's up, Bobby? Thank you so much for tuning in. Yeah, if you are just kind of keying in on tonight's What Would You Do? The young lady, she got into some trouble from her job. She was suspended with pay. See, me, I'm a little bit different. I feel like, give me the facts of different things. I mean, I know my husband has been working for the same company for a while, and they be on BS with them. Like, you got to get in tune with your partner. You got to know what's going on. Guys, when your lady is come home and she's talking to you about who did what at work, you need to be listening and tuning into those storylines. Because a lot of the times, if it's some BS that's going to come up, it probably stems from some of those situations that she's been telling you about for a long time. And ladies, when your man come in, because y'all don't be liking to listen to y'all dudes and listen to the stuff they be going through at work. Oh, y'all wasn't ready for that tonight. Y'all don't care about they experience when they leave out the house. Oh, y'all want to talk about it? Auntie Tracy said things happen. Yes, needs to listen. Absolutely. Figure out get the full story first before you condemn your partner. Now, if your partner walked up in there and they just, they went and cussed everybody out, had a manic episode, they did something crazy, well, then that's a different conversation. But if they're coming home and they're telling you that they've been reprimanded for something that may have been out of their control, you can't hold it against them. And she got paid. So it's just like, my boy, what are you mad at? And sis, how you let that man put you on the couch? Why do y'all put y'all partners on the couch? Like, actively just be like, I banish you to the couch. Grow a set. Grow a set. You're not ever about to banish me from a different spot in my house. If you choose to sleep wherever you want to sleep, then that's fine. But to banish me to another area of the home, baby, if you mad, you better go. I would never give up being yeah, I don't know what is going on with that. If I go out, just listen to the sound of my voice. Bobby said them work conversations sound like Charlie Brown. Wah, wah, wah. I'm gonna go ahead and politely skip over that. It's not want, want, want. These are real situations. Tracy said that was an early day, and you could bet I won't be on the couch. You're not my dad. Do you hear me? Do you hear me, baby? Because where am I going? To the couch. Because you're mad? Because I'm at home with pay? Sis, he don't like you. He don't like you. I know it hurts, right? You married him. He don't like you. He banished you to the couch because you got suspended from work. Girl, he don't like you enough. Ovita, we going to bed, man, and I'm still laying next to you. Okay, I'm laying on you. Okay, because I need to put my foot on you in order to get warm. Okay. What? You're not about to banish me? No, I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. That is a hill that I'd be willing to absolutely die on. I'd be looking at him. I'd be in this would be me with the covers on around me. Looking at him like, are you okay? Are you all right? Is everything okay? Come on now. She said, if we are upset, we want to know that I don't care. I'm still gonna lay on you at the end of the night. Right. It's just it's not that difficult. It's not that difficult to overcome those things. So what would I do in the situation? The first thing, I'm always a big advocate for it, there needs to be a conversation. One of the biggest things, and I say it all the time, and I feel like, at this point I am I've been in my relationship for 13 years, been married for 6. You have to, as you and your partner grow, there's going to always be times where you have to reestablish different boundaries. Because let me tell you this, I met my husband when I was 23. I'm 35 now. And my goals, aspirations, needs, wants, and desires have absolutely evolved from when I was a 23-year-old woman versus being a 35-year-old woman now. So there's been plenty of times over the years that there has to be conversations of, you know what, hey, this is something that keeps reoccurring. Let's have a conversation about it. Now, your partner may not always be susceptible to hearing those types of conversations, different things. Some people don't have the emotional cognizance to even fathom hearing anything about themselves. It's actually really sad. Have you ever tried to have a conversation with somebody that was just like, this is me and I'm not changing? It's like, oh, okay. Well, I mean, you a clown. You a real clown if you think that like you're never the problem. So it's everyone else but you. Oh, okay. But if you have a sensible husband that he may just be overwhelmed, there may be some things that he's not speaking to you about, some stresses that he may feel like, okay, you know what, she's gonna leave me in the situation. He might have a fight or flight type of response. Men have emotions too, ladies. You have to sit down and have that conversation to reaffirm some of those boundaries. When we are getting into it, you have to tell him when we're getting into it, I don't feel safe in the relationship when you constantly threaten to leave. Because realistically, if you hear that over and over again, it becomes an unsafe environment emotionally and mentally. And again, this is at any level. Imagine if your best friend, every time you said something, or if you answered the phone and you were a little bit stank, or if you were short via text message. These are things that happened with me. And every single time they were just like, girl, because I ain't even gonna be your friend. I'm about to cut you off, girl. It becomes an unstable environment. It becomes an unsafe type of place. You just like, okay, well, I don't really feel like I can let loose or be myself here or be in this dynamic. You got to not use that language. So the first thing is to have a conversation. I don't think that leaving is going to be in the best interest of anybody, because guess what you're going to do? The same unfair practices and ways that you're handling situations, you're going to run it right into your next relationship. That bag that you're carrying of being fearful, that anxious and avoidant type of attachment that you have, you're going to carry that right into your next situation. And y'all going to run each other off too. So it's got to be fixed. It's got to be fixed. Bobby said banished. Yes, he banished her. He told her that you cannot be in this bedroom. You have to go to the couch. Auntie Tracy added, please stop playing with me. You glamorous tonight. Love your nails. My sister did my nails. That's the love it. My sister so raw, y'all. Get you a real personal nail tech. I mean, you can't have mine, but she's not quite open to the public yet. But yes, Dr. Tracy, thank you. I can't help. It's one of them. I got my bum quiz back. You already know the vibes. Okay. The grippers. Avita said we need to always have a temperature check with one another all the time so that we can know what's going on at work and one another's mind, and a check. Even if our loved one's emotional state, we need to make sure that we have maintenance within relationships. I'm speaking my text out, so if something is off, sorry, I left my glasses. No, you're absolutely right. You have to have those temperature checks. You have to gauge with one another. I am of course an advocate for like, hey, relationship check-in. And y'all, when I do it to Anthony, I'm just like, I will say, and it really started happening as of lately within our dynamic. I feel more comfortable now where I can say, you know what, like today I just I'm at a place I need a little bit of reassurance. You know? Oh, and it's so hard to say stuff like that because I'm just not that girl. So it's like, I'm like, I want to do a relationship check-in. The last time I did it, I think we were at like Wake and Bakery, and I'm like, I'm finna get him real lit, and I'm gonna just start asking random questions. And it was so intentional. It was so, I shouldn't have did it, but it was great though because it was like he in turn asked me questions, and I'm just like, okay, and here we are like learning new things. 13 years later, you're gonna always learn something. Don't allow anyone to do anything to you that you're not comfortable with and not speak up for yourself. Get your ass up off the couch, sis. Yeah. To the young lady that wrote this, get up off the couch and go have a conversation. Go have a conversation first. You set your boundaries. You reestablish where you are. You redraw the line in the sand because it's okay. A little bit of water washed onto shore, it knocked the line off. He don't know where the line is and he's consistently crossing it. Reestablish your boundaries. Let him know, okay? Let him know. So yes, I agree with the temperature check. You got to check in, okay? Bobby said continuous threats to leave is basically the end. Break it off. Billion people on Earth, okay? Say it again, Bobby, for the people in the back. I can't cuss tonight. I want this. What would you do is making me want to cuss. But when you continuously threaten to leave, it is basically the end. It is. Once you have to say it, like this is the thing. Okay, I feel like in any type of relationship dynamic, you get one pass. Like, okay, you got me. I'm gonna let you talk a little crazy. Maybe you're upset. Maybe you're mad. That's okay. But then when you start doing it the second and third time, baby, just go. You don't have your roots rooted here in the first place. Okay, understand? It's too many people in this world. Okay, you ain't got to deal with that, baby. You can go and sleep in your bed or on your couch in your own place. And I'm not an advocate for people breaking up, especially within marriage. I'm not. But if somebody got their foot out the door anyway, just go. Just go, because no one wants someone that's halfway in or halfway out. Again, that's on any dynamic, whether if you're a parent, you're a friend, you're a sister, you're a brother, a cousin. No one wants to be halfway in and halfway out. No one wants to feel like if I say the wrong thing, if I do the wrong thing, if I respond in a certain way, if I don't respond in a certain type of way, this person is going to leave. No one should ever have to feel that from anybody that they have close to them. I'm just a firm believer. Kim, basically the girl got in trouble at work, but she said her dude trips off of every situation. She's currently sleeping on the couch. He keeps threatening to leave, and she's trying to figure out, should she leave first? Seemed like he already kind of left a little bit. I mean, I don't know. Amanda said, it's so crazy. When my husband drinks, he's so open. We could talk about so much stuff. Also, he opens up as well. I love when it's drinks because I can get everything out of him. Now he just need to do that without the drinks. I mean, look, this is the thing. As long as he ain't getting like too saucy or doing things like that, meet people where they are. Hell, if you give me a couple drinks, I'm gonna open up too. Like I'm hey, let's talk. It takes the filter off of things. Sometimes people, they do need to take the edge off, right? Like, but yeah, I mean, I do agree with you though, because you do want to hear those things when you are in your right state of mind without any influence. But girl, when I tell you, I'm like, oh, we got to talk about something. I'll be sitting the fifth right on the table. Long as you ain't no alcoholic and you're not abusing the liquor, baby. What you need? You need a little weed. What you need? You need a little weed. You need a little drink. Because if that's what's gonna get you loose enough to talk about why you keep acting this way, then let's talk about it. I'm gonna go for the conversation first, but I will say this: that is the nice part of me. I keep telling y'all, I've been telling y'all the last couple weeks. And Kim gonna die if she's still on this live. She gonna die laughing. I let me respond from the MzMetchi that's got a little bit of the dog in me. Roof. The next time that he says that, like for me, here's a plan, sis. Take it easy. He keeps threatening to leave, so you need to make sure that you have your resources and your things in line. Get yourself in order. Handle yourself accordingly. That's step one. Step two. Okay. The next time that he threatens to leave, tell him to go. Call his bluff. Call his bluff. If you go and you have the conversation with that man and you tell him, hey, I don't appreciate when you do this. It makes me feel X, Y, and Z. The next time that he tries to pull your card, pull his. And yes, that's the big dog. Kim said be a big dog. Be a big dog, sis. These men are trying with you. These women will too. They be like, oh, you ain't gonna give me a Birkin bag. I don't want to talk to you no more. Don't talk to her ass then. If she's threatening you because you won't do things, if he's threatening you and I'm gonna leave, I'm gonna do this or whatever the case is, go. Go. Because you can only fight for so long before it's just, it doesn't make sense anymore. You know, Bobby said he gonna be looking like Martin when Gina left. Gina, no. Right. What y'all have to stop doing in this lifetime is saying things in the heat of the moment that you don't mean. Don't say it if you don't 100% feel that way. Don't say that. Don't threaten to leave. Don't threaten to end or do things like that if that's not what your heart is truly saying. It's okay to say, you know what? I am pissed off to the highest point of pissivity. So I'm not at a place where I can speak to you in detail right now. You know, we, especially in a marriage, in any type of relationship, you want to make sure that you're reserving the other person's feelings. Okay. While also acknowledging your own. You know, it should be mutual. It should be definitely something that's reciprocated. So don't say things that you don't mean. Say where you're at in that moment. I'm so angry. Right now is not a good time. Because see, if you're going to say that and you're going to run up on the wrong people, that they're going to call your bluff. I'm one of those people. Oh, okay. Like, that's how you feel? Oh, okay. You know, like for me, I will honestly say it usually be a little bit of a delay for me. I'm just like, oh my God, is that really how you feel? And then once it settles in, I'm just like this. Oh, okay. Bye. Because anything that's meant to stay is not going to threaten to leave. It's not going to leave in the first place. Whether if it's your man or not, it's an opportunity or not, whatever it is. So yeah, have that man looking like Gina. But have the conversation first. I'm going to go ahead and take a really quick break. That was a good what would you do tonight, y'all? What would you do? We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to hop into tonight's what's happening, what's up. And there's a few things that's going on that I feel like kind of needs some of our attention, especially my people in the Chicagoland area, okay? Hey, y'all, it's your girl, MzMetchi, checking in, reminding you to shop my exclusive collection, Lavish Looks by MzMetchi, where we've got shades and everything that you need to look fly. Oh, and we also offer accessories. So ladies, put a little bit of razzle dazzle in your collection today. Be sure to shop with me and follow on social media at Lavish Looks by MzMetchi. Grab your products today at MzMetchi.com/shop. And now, introducing one of the newest BossFluent creations, Lady. Lady is a women's fragrance that will leave men mesmerized and have you feeling beyond amazing. Its sweet and soft aroma will bring out your inner divine feminine and keep him wanting more, over and over again. Lady, a BossFluent product coming soon. Make sure you check out our fragrances and much more online at www.bossfluentent.com. Time to get into what's happening and what's up in these streets. Let's get it. Welcome back, y'all, to the Blueprint Live. It's your girl, MzMetchi, and it is time to go ahead and hop into tonight's what's happening, what's up. But before I do that, it looks like we've got a couple comments from tonight. From our what would you do? So let me read those before we jump in. She said, I totally agree with what your big dog responds. The next time he says that again, I would definitely tell him he is more than welcome to go and you can leave right now at this moment. But if that's not the approach she wants to do, she wants to be a puppy. I would have the conversation, but prep my bags just in case stuff goes left. Absolutely. And my whole thing is, queens, hold your ground. Okay. Hey, Latifah, how are you, girl? Thank you for tuning in. And Bobby also added, when a woman's fed up, it ain't nothing you can do about it. I heard. Yeah. Okay. Look, because you only going to get a chance to play so many times up in my face before it's just like this. And I'm logging off. Now, for tonight's What's Happening, What's Up? Okay, the first thing, y'all, House passed that bill about the TikTok ban. And baby, I'm over here shaking in my boots. I'm shaking in my boots. Do you hear me? Not really. If TikTok decides that they don't want to sell, or or refuse to, change their owners, because right now, the owners that's kind of in there, it's with got some ties to the government, which makes everything that we do and all of our little information exposed to their government. Okay, that is the reason why they want to pass this particular ban, and I'm sure that there's a slew of other reasons, but they're citing it as a national security threat, and it makes me upset. I'm like, this is, TikTok. I literally watch that stuff like television. Okay, like television before I go to bed at night. It makes me laugh. Who doesn't want to go to bed laughing? I love TikTok. Okay, and I'm so mad. And the thing about it is that we have so many other things that are going on in our country specifically that need immediate attention. I was literally just talking to Anthony before I started, and I said, I'm like, there's still so much homelessness. They still haven't forgiven student loans, but you all have time to create a bill and to pass it to ban TikTok. There's many more of the things that are threatening our national security at this particular point. I don't think that TikTok is one of them, but what do I know? Okay, moving along. Speaking of TikTok, hold on, let me read Ovita's comment. She said, I believe it's all about money in my TI voice. If it ain't about the money, the government doesn't care about its people. And I'll tell you this, TikTok, a lot of the times you'll find out about different stories and things that are going on in individual towns that you hear nothing about on the mainstream media. You hear nothing about it. If it's not for broadcasts like myself or other people that report on the things that are actually going on, you really won't hear that much about it. Hey, Stormy, thank you so much for tuning in. She said, I said the same thing. They don't want us to have access to certain things. I don't believe that it's solely just for the national security. I think that they don't like the plethora of access of knowledge that we get. They don't really appreciate that. So it's a super unfortunate situation. And I'll definitely be keeping my ear to the streets to figure out what's going on next and keep you all posted, because, I know I have a lot of content that I built up over the last couple years on that platform. So it would certainly be devastating to see all of that go to waste. Okay. Because of this bill. But, I suppose they say the government knows best, right? Okay. Hey girl. Hey, thank you so much for tuning in. Now, if you all remember the Who the F Did I Get Married? Risa Tisa. So they have a movie that's coming out. They have a movie that's coming out that is basically based off of this story, this 50-part series that was on TikTok. How many of you all actually watched all 50 parts? I want to know who's crazy that's tuning in with me. I want to know just how crazy you guys are. Did y'all watch all 50 parts? I really hope that the young lady that shared her story, that she has some type of influence or is a part of this. This was her literal life. This was her life. So I do hope that she has some type of involvement with this movie. But I thought that was really crazy. People waste no time with doing reenactments. They don't. I think the craziest one and how quick of the turnaround it was. Y'all remember the guy that hopped back on that judge? He literally hopped behind her area and jumped her, essentially. Yeah, they had a reenactment video within 13 hours of that story being released. It was ridiculous. Okay, Bobby, what did you add? He says steps to how the government deals with stress: ignore, discredit, assassinate. TikTok is a governmental stress. That certainly seems to be the method that they're taking with this situation, Bobby. So I mean, you ain't never lied. Okay. Let me go down now. Another story that has it has made. I had to grab my temple as soon as I read it. Y'all, Wendy Williams' ex-husband is. I'm gonna go ahead and go on record and call him a monster. He's just like a monster that that won't go away. Like he won't go away. So he is asking for 2 years of back support and copies of her bank statements. Now, this is the same man that cheated on her, had a whole child, and then went off to go and live with the new child's mother. Let's go ahead and allegedly. Yeah. And he wants 2 years of back support. Let me tell y'all this, and I'm going to get real close to the microphone. I want to say this to y'all. If I was Wendy Williams, the only back support that he would need is a back brace for me having to whoop his ass. Do you hear me? I'm going to have to fight you. We got to fight. I'm not a proponent for violence, but how did you do her so dirty and then you still got your hand out? Like she wasn't funding your life and funding your lifestyle while you were out making an entire different human being. Ladies, even gentlemen, these men are wild sometimes. They're wild. They're wild. You're gonna ask for 2 years of back support? You're asking for her bank statement? He hasn't managed anything for this woman in a few years now. Okay, and I haven't even had an opportunity to check out her documentary, the second one, because remember Lifetime did one on her before, after her movie was released on the platform when she was still in a better space. But I haven't watched the one lately. But from the things that I've been seeing, I mean, she's certainly not well, and her son is old enough where it's just like, hey, he can be taken care of. How dare he? Moving along, okay, moving along. Now, I don't know where all my frequent travelers are. Where y'all at? Where y'all at, though? Where y'all at? So Frontier Airlines, they just recently announced a new seating option that will provide customers extra space. And it is the no middle seat option. So you can book a flight and you can book these specialized sections that have the middle seat in so that you and another passenger, you all can do that. Now, I'm a Southwest girly myself. I'm hoping that that's something that Southwest will adopt potentially, because let me tell you something. I love it. I love when Anthony and I fly and we get on our Southwest flight, wherever we're going, and they have some empty seats and we get to sit there and we put all our little snacks in the middle and our pillows and blankets. I love when no one sits in, like gets in the middle and we can have a whole little row to ourselves. That is everything to me. So kudos to Frontier for doing that. It's definitely something that will be rolling out. So if you all fly Frontier, kudos to y'all. Okay, make sure you get your points, get your frequent flyer miles. Okay. A pause for concern tonight that I feel like everyone, I need you all to be on the radar. Okay, it's going down right now. There's been 2 cases recently that was reported with CPS for the measles, you all. Okay, there are a total of 10 cases throughout the Chicagoland area at this time for measles. Not 2024 is trying to run it back to measles. Okay, chickenpox. Okay, cool. Measles, y'all. And understand this, because the same thing happened with COVID. Okay, the same thing happened. Once you hear about a couple people getting it, and baby, once it hits the schools, you know that it's about to spread like a wildfire. So I need you all to become informed on the things to look out for. If you are sick, if you are feeling ill, please stop going to public places and spreading your germs throughout the entire land. We don't want the measles. We want to debt that immediately. I hope that those 10 people are in some type of isolation so that this doesn't spread. Okay. The measles, y'all. The measles. Okay. Moving along. This story that I'm about to tell y'all, it disturbed me on a number of levels. And it let me know that people out here are genuinely crazy. Okay. And how do you even say this town's name? Ashchalaba. Ohio. We're going to just go with that. So there's a lady named Karen, okay? She is one of the two women that was accused of taking an elderly man to the bank after he had passed away to withdraw the last of his funds from his account before dropping him off to the hospital. A true monster. Do you hear me? A true monster. Because how? Sis, what? She literally took this man who had passed away. She loaded him into the car and took him to the bank to withdraw, y'all, $900. $900. Do you know how sick in the head that you have to be? Okay. No one even knows the exact date that he passed. They just know that this woman, she basically colluded with the other woman that was living with him. These were two women that he allowed to move into his home in his early age to help them to save them from the streets. And they withdrew every dollar from his account. They going to jail, y'all, and rightfully so. Okay? They took the money and then they dropped him off at the local hospital. Kim said $900. Is it crack? It's gotta be. Pure crack. Pure crack, sis. Pure crack. This is the thing. They showed a picture. They showed a picture of the actual, I'm just gonna call them predators. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was giving crack. It was giving meth. It was giving heroin. That's what it was giving. Hey, Keita, what's up, girl? Shout out to my sis. Y'all better make sure y'all go and get in tune with her, okay? She is one of the new coaches for the Tribal Guards' fat camps. Do you hear me? Okay. She gonna get that body right. Okay. Ohio. She said Ohio does meth, so it's meth. Baby, it's definitely meth. It is methamphetamines. Do you hear me? So they said that they found him. They found him around March 4th in his home, and then shortly after they took him to the bank to go ahead and withdraw those funds. So I'm thinking that it had to have been something too. But I mean, think about how heartless that is. The family is absolutely seeking justice against them, and I want to go up because I want to read to you their charges. So they were arraigned last week on charges of theft and gross abuse of a corpse. After police said that they propped this man up in the car and then withdrew the $900 from his account and then dropped him off. They said that the women were not related to him, of course, but they lived at his home. He had allowed them to withdraw money previously to take care of like household bills, household items, things of that sort. And then this is what they did to him when he just needed to go to the hospital. It's like, girl, what are y'all doing? Now, wrapping up tonight's What's Happening, What's Up, this story also made me a little bit upset because I was actually looking forward to this particular series. But Elon Musk, he abruptly canceled the Don Lemon show that was supposed to be on his social media network, X, or formerly Twitter, okay? Now, Don Lemon, he had actually recorded an episode with Elon Musk, and then they canned his show as well as the actual episode. Elon, what are you hiding? Why did you cancel Don Lemon's show? And I need them to stop playing with Don Lemon. I need them to stop playing with Kumo too. They were my faves during like the Trump era of when he was the president. Oh my goodness. When I tell you, I watched CNN every day because it was their commentary and the way that they delivered the news that did it for me. Okay. It did it for me. He canceled his show abruptly, and there's been no reasoning. Nothing is out. We don't understand. The people do not understand why that's the case, okay? Bring the show back, or I need for somebody to pick it up. I don't know if it's Vice. I don't know if it's HBO, Showtime, or what, but y'all gonna stop playing with Don Lemon, okay? Now, I have to take a quick break, but when I come back, we're going to be talking about our topic of the night. What makes someone a boss, okay? I want to know from you all right after this break. Be right back.
I was in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean when it happened. There was a sudden jolt and our submarine crashed on the seafloor. We were in total darkness.
That's Dr. Dejana Figueroa, a marine biologist and STEM teacher, talking about a deep sea dive she'll never forget.
It's funny, when I was a kid, I was afraid of the ocean, and there I was, 2 miles below the surface. But as a scientist, you prepare for that. Using our training and a little creativity, we fixed the sub and finished our experiments. The dive was just too important. Every dive gives us glimpses at things few people ever get to see. Glowing creatures, fiery undersea volcanoes. When we got back to the surface, I kissed the ground and called my mom, of course. But you know what? I wouldn't trade that dive for anything.
Dr. Figueroa uses her passion for STEM to discover new things and make the world a better place. She can STEM, so can you. Check out She Can STEM for more stories and inspiration. A message from the...
Hey y'all, it's your girl MzMetchi checking in, reminding you to shop my exclusive collection, Lavish Looks by MzMetchi, where we've got shades and everything that you need to look fly. Oh, and we also offer accessories. So ladies, put a little bit of razzle dazzle in your collection today. Be sure to shop with me and follow on social media at Lavish Looks by MzMetchi. Grab your products today at MzMetchi.com/shop. Now it's time for the Blueprint Live's topic of the day. Let's get into it.
Welcome back to the Blueprint Live. It's your girl, MzMetchi. Now, tonight's topic, let me go ahead and bring this up and get y'all ready. What makes someone a boss? Tonight's segment is sponsored by our good friend, Be Your Own Kind. Okay, she actually she posed this question in our community, and I thought that it was a really, really interesting conversation. And I told her, I was just like, you were sponsoring the segment this week, because I felt like that is something that, you know, we call people a boss, but we don't really talk about what is a boss embody? What makes someone a boss? Okay. Kim said they keep playing with Big Don. They keep playing with that man and they need to stop. Okay. Yes. If you missed our what's happening, what's up, baby, they doing my boy Don Lemon wrong. Okay. But I know that I have some of the things that I think that makes someone a boss, but I did want to go back up to Ovita's comment, because she had left us a really, really good comment earlier in the show. And I told her, I was like, girl, I'm going to read what she said. But she said, I think a boss should have a strong spiritual walk, because normally that teaches you discipline. You need to be knowledgeable in whatever arena you're in. I think you need to be organized and have the right people around you. And I mean, you know what? I love that. A boss has to have a clear vision. Okay. And not only do you have to have a clear vision, but you need to be able to effectively communicate what that vision is. Okay. You have to be able to know the different components to go ahead and gather all of the items that are needed to be done in order to carry out that vision. I think that that's the first thing as far as a boss. You have to have clear direction of where you're going. Okay. I know for me, when I think about, I guess, being the boss or being the founder for my company, I knew that I had a certain vision for what it was that I was doing. And I also knew that there was a process that needed to be put together in order to execute that. Okay. I tell everyone, even people that I work with, like, you have to have a mission. You do. You have to have a mission of what it is, lay it out, and know how to get there. So having a clear vision, I think, is the one. And me personally, I break it down to a few things, but I'm gonna kind of sneak in some of mine as I read you all's comments. Keita, she said, in my opinion, a boss is someone who helps others level up, someone who is a collaborator, not a competitor. Absolutely. You know, the thing about being a leader, the thing about being a boss is that if you're the only boss or the only person like that in the room, and you are not breeding and directly helping the next person also boss up and level up, can you really say that you're a boss? You got to be able to uplift the other people too. So I agree with you 100%, Keita. Like, that is genuinely what makes a boss, for sure. She said it's all about paying it forward. Absolutely. I think another thing about that makes someone a boss is being able to complete the task at hand, whatever that may be, to help yourself grow and get to the next level, no matter what. Okay, because it's heavy on the no matter what. I was very transparent with you all about some of the things that I went through last year. Having to have surgery, having all of these different things that went on in my personal life, that it was a lot to take in, right? And I mean, oh my goodness, even when like COVID was at a thing, I don't know if you all remember the night I tried to do the show, I thought I was feeling okay, and I got like really, really sick after I was still trying to like broadcast, even though I do not feel good, because I knew, naturally I have radio partners, I have different things. There are certain obligations that I had to commit to, right? So you got to be willing to do those things sometimes when you don't feel like it. A boss is going to power through with the things that are necessary, even when they don't feel like it. Because if you think that for anybody that is a business owner, for anyone that makes money, whether it's through their content or they're helping people or they're fitness instructors or whatever it is that they may be, if you think that they have days that they don't want to do it, that they don't want to get up, that they just not feeling it. There is no other way to describe it. Okay. That they're just not feeling it that day. I think that what makes someone a boss is being able to persevere and really push through those feelings to help get to the next level. Okay. Now let me go up to the next one. Ovita said that bosses lead by example. Absolutely. I mean, to be a good boss, you also have to know how to delegate, but you got to know what you're doing first before you try to assign that task. Please don't be that person. You can't be the boss that gives everything to everyone else and you don't even know what you're doing yourself. That's not keeping it P. Okay. Keita added, yes, following through the task, goal, and business is important. Absolutely. Absolutely. Ovita, she also added, great bosses help you to become the best version of yourself, not them. I agree. It's about breeding and helping other people, but I think that what makes someone a boss is being able to moderately control the temperature of situations, right? Um, if you go into a situation that's chaotic, you're able to bring calm. If you go into a place and it's super loud, you're able to bring a level of quiet, right? You are the facilitator of the energy that's within that particular dynamic, be it whether if it's work, whatever it is, you walk into an environment, like for me, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what it is. It's the God in me, y'all. But no, when I go places, I have walked into rooms. I tell you all the time, I can really read energy, and I know it sounds crazy. I'm kind of exploring my gifts too, but I can literally walk in and the temperature. Y'all have to know, MzMetchi has been in some rooms where baby it's dry. It's dry. The energy is dry. They are whatever. I bring me every time. A boss is going to show up as themselves at all times. So, baby, you better know when I walk in, hi, how are you? Okay, you don't want to speak? Okay, that's fine. Be blessed. And I'm going to flip my hair and do what I have to do because it's just like I control the temperature for me. You don't control the temperature for anything. Not over here. That's what makes the boss. Okay. That's what makes the boss. Hey, Whitney, thank you so much for tuning in, sis. Okay. The next thing is that I feel like you got to be able to, I think what anybody that we see that we identify with a boss is that they are able to have fun. Okay. You ever see someone that's always super serious? Ooh, always super serious. It's just like, oh, girl, loosen up, boy, loosen up. Have a little fun. I think that that's also a proponent for being a boss. Like, you got to be able to know when to let your hair down. Everything don't have to be so wound up and tight, right? It doesn't have to be. Ovita added, bosses are confident, not insecure. Hey, you got to know that when you walk in that room, you got to own it. You can't, I make sure I don't walk in looking like I'm confused, even if I don't know where I'm going. Hell, I've walked into the wrong room sometimes. You ever walked into the wrong room? Hold your head up high. Bosses are gonna hold their head up high, okay? Because again, we hear the word boss all the time, and we even delegate and we give that name to people often. But what does it embody? You're absolutely right. It's confidence. It's the pure confidence of you walk into the room, you know who you are, you know what you bring. You know that you add value, okay? A true boss knows that they add value into everything every room that they walk in, every project that they're a part of. every team that they happen to be able to integrate. You know, you have that confidence in you because it starts with you. You can't have a boss mindset and it's something that's bestowed upon you. It has to be something that's inside of you. Okay. Moving along. For me, I have been in real estate now. Oh my goodness. I mean, I think I should be coming up on like 10 years. Oh my gosh. It's like 9 or 10 years. And one thing that I will say, being in that realm, because I feel like you can be a boss in different areas and arenas in your life, but you have to be able to foster a positive team environment, right? That's very important to be able to foster that. So it can't just be about one person on the team or two people on the team. You have to be able to collectively do that. So I think that that's another component that definitely makes a boss for sure. And you all have dropped some really, really good ones. Like, I mean, a boss is being a collaborator, not a competitor. What? Leading by example. I mean, some of the things that you all have put on here, my goodness. Okay. If you're not a boss yet, you better step into it. Get into it, y'all. Okay. Now, I want you all to continue. Leave me a few more of your comments. Right now, I'm going to take a quick break before we close out with tonight's quote of the night, because I just feel like this one, it hits a little bit. Okay. So stick around and I'll be right back.
I'm 54, so basically, it's too late to start saving for retirement, right?
Not right. Starting to save, even in your 50s, can really make a difference.
Well, right now, saving seems hard to wrap my head around. Plus, with the way this year's been going...
Hey, listen, it's okay. You still got this. Just go to aceyourretirement.org. It's an online tool from AARP that can help you get your retirement savings on track no matter your age. It's free and only takes about 3 minutes.
I like 3 minutes.
Yeah, at aceyourretirement.org, you'll chat with Avo, the friendly digital retirement coach. Just answer a few questions and you'll get a personalized plan and tips to help boost your retirement savings. Tips that are easy to understand and tailored to your lifestyle.
I like that too.
Plus, it's sponsored by AARP, so you know they got your back. Just head to aceyourretirement.org and make your plan to start saving for retirement.
Thanks.
That's aceyourretirement.org. A message from AARP and the Ad Council.
And now, introducing one of the newest BossFluent creations, Lady. Lady is a women's fragrance that will leave men mesmerized and have you feeling beyond amazing. Its sweet and soft aroma will bring out your inner divine feminine and keep him wanting more, over and over again. Lady, a BossFluent product coming soon. Make sure you check out our fragrances and much more online at www.bossfluentent.com. Thank you so much for all of my listeners for tuning in. And now it's time for the quote of the night.
Welcome back to the Blueprint Live. It's your girl, MzMetchi. Now, if you missed tonight's conversation, that's okay. I want to go ahead and just hop in real quick. I see we got a comment to wrap it up. Ovita said that great bosses know how to adapt. Bosses aren't easily impressed. Ooh. Come on now, you better drop some knowledge for the bosses out there, the bosses in training, okay? Let me go ahead and hop into the quote of the night. So I want to, this past weekend, I was able to attend the 312 Awards. Shout out to everyone over with that organization that put that event together. And, you know, there was a lot of chatter beforehand from different artists and people that wanted to be recognized for their work. And I mean, it was just, you know, it was a lot of conversation. I don't really hop too much into that. Y'all know I stay in my own lane, but I saw this particular quote and I felt like that it was so relevant to some of the things that I was hearing. And I just want to share it. Okay. I want to share it for anyone that, you know, you are going hard in whatever it is that you do, and you may feel like you're not getting your recognition, you're just due. That's fine. You know, these are real feelings and you got to acknowledge it. But I want to share this particular quote because I just felt like that this one hit. Okay. Your work matters. Every day that you show up, even when it's hard and when you don't feel like it, you are making a difference. So even on the hard days, even on the days where you like to hang back and not show up, remember, the world needs the magic inside of you. Your work matters. Your consistency matters. Your ideas matter. Your presence matters. So keep it up. Okay. That is what I will say to anyone that if you walk away and you're feeling like you're slighted or whatever the case is, what you are doing and your contributions matter. Okay. We have to get out of the habit of being mad because you are not in the spotlight at that particular time, because understand that your crowd, your accolades, your things, these things are coming to you, right? They're coming to you. They just haven't quite arrived yet. So when we see that there is celebration for others, you got to lean into that, because just because someone else is being honored, it does not take away from what it is that you are doing. Okay. Your work matters. Okay. If you stop and you got to start again, it doesn't matter. What you're doing is still a valuable contribution. So keep showing up for yourself and for the reason that you do it for, because we talked about tonight being a boss, right? We talked about being a boss. You got to know your purpose first before you can allow it to be out there into the atmosphere. In order for people to feel you, you got to feel yourself. Okay. In order for people to attach to your mission, and support your mission, you got to know what that mission is first. So keep doing the work, y'all. Keep doing the work. Okay. That's what I want to share with you all tonight. Kim said, keep showing up, everyone. Yes, keep showing up. It may not be your season now, but the thing about it is that seasons change. So as quickly, if you are sitting in an energy or sitting in a season and you're not showing up because you're looking at what everybody else is doing and what everybody else got going on and all that other stuff, you are doing yourself a disservice. You are not honoring the things and the blessings that are bestowed upon you. Keep showing up. Okay. Whitney, yes, heart to you too, my good sis. I love you. Now, I want to thank everyone that tuned in with me tonight. Of course, your contributions are always valuable. I love when you all jump in on the conversation. If you haven't already, make sure that you're following me, your girl, MzMetchi. That's MzMetchi on all platforms. Literally just type it in and I'm going to pop right up. And make sure that you are following the Blueprint Media Company on all platforms at the BP Media Co. Okay. I have to thank my amazing sponsors. So shout out to Black Dollar Days, Fiya Infusions, as well as Paris Ice Bar. And please make sure if you missed any parts of tonight's broadcast that you catch the show, you catch the replay on Sundays with my radio partners, Fluent Radio, Mixed Talk Media, Philly Jams 95.3, and Indie 101.1. I'm really, really excited. This month, y'all get to get MzMetchi a little bit to y'allself for a little while. Okay, but April, I have some amazing, towards the end of this month and April, I have some really, really amazing guests lined up. So I told you all I had some surprises. Okay, I told you. So I'm super excited to share some of those flyers for the people that are coming on. Okay, I love y'all. Oh, great show. Thank you. Thank you. What's up, Dad? What's up? Hey, y'all. I love y'all so much. Okay, so look, have a great weekend wherever you are. I hope that you are safe. You're having a good time. Okay. Y'all don't act up because the weather is breaking. Hey, sis, she said she can't wait. Y'all make sure that y'all don't act up too bad. Okay. And meet me back here next Thursday. I love y'all. Bye.